The event weeks in GTA Online recently have not been good. Players feel like they're not making enough money in the game because the bonuses aren't actually that great for making money. Double RP, triple money in RP, quadruple money in RP, it doesn't matter. This week, we actually do have one good bonus, which we talked about earlier in the week if you want to check out that video. But this one is going to specifically be on the fact that Rockstar buffed the payphone hits. We're going to be grinding those for extra money and also talking about a very, very important topic that I feel like, one, is trending recently. It's back up in the conversation, and I feel like every once in a while we have to address it, and it's just that time again. So we're going to be talking about this important topic here in today's video while we make some double money on RP with the payphone hits. So yes, of course, today we are getting started with the payphone hit grind. I'm starting out at the dock so I can guarantee that I get a payphone hit inside of the city. If you guys didn't watch my video from Friday, this is a tried and true strategy that the player base can use to guarantee themselves easy to complete and fast to complete payphone hits, just because of the fact that these, if you start the phone call and you answer the phone, well, first you'll get guaranteed to get the phone call at that actual phone booth, and all of your payphone hits will be inside of the city itself. Now, some of them, you can get really unlucky with this one. Like, for example, we need to take out the scoped rifle, take out the target by dropping a cargo container on top of his head. This one will just take you a couple minutes to complete anyway, just because of the fact that we have to go all the way up here, scope out the place, stuff like that, and just kind of wait. But I feel like this is the perfect opportunity to discuss with you guys some important stuff on, is GTA Online dying? I feel like this topic comes up in the player base every few months, typically right before and right after a DLC. Then we get some good news and people kind of forget about it. But the main, I guess, gist of the story there is players just feel like we have the same stale gameplay loop, right? We have the same missions, the same business sales we're doing, discounts are recycled. Obviously, we've had really weak event weeks recently. That's always a thing before and after DLC drops, and then the player base goes away. And then Rockstar tries to get them back by, giving them some good incentives and enticing them to play the game again with good business bonuses. And we've just been in this long drought again where we're not getting good event weeks. And so we're back with that topic in mind on if the game's dying. In a word, is it dying? No. But are players happy necessarily right now? If you're daily grinding the game, are players getting burnt out? Absolutely. Yes, 100%. And so we just need some, refreshing content. The payphone hits have been a saving grace in this weekly update for sure. Let me just drop this container on his head. Flattened, absolutely wrecked. Give me my 90K when I leave the area. To start after this as well, I'm going to do a security contract at my agency, and then maybe for the other second half of the payphone hit cooldown, because we're going to have a 10-minute cooldown here, we might as well do like a dispatch work, or we could do some car wash missions. I feel like that's actually a good idea, so maybe we'll move on to that next. But yeah, we're just getting like the same, rehashed event weeks, the vehicles, cosmetics, lack of just any fresh, meaningful weekly updates. And obviously there's continued player frustration over the monetization as well, besides just the recycled content. Rockstar's kind of catering to the GTA Plus crowd, not really considering the needs of the normal, I can't even say GTA Plus members are like premium GTA players, because GTA already is a premium game. That's the most wild thing about it. And I liked earlier this year where in February we got some good bunker bonuses. Or I guess it was hangar first, right? And then it was bunker. And then, we had acid lab bonuses and all these different things where GTA Plus members got 4 times money for it. And of course, the normal GTA players like myself or any of you guys who aren't paying for GTA Plus, well, you're just getting the weekly update 2 times bonus. And that stacked together real nicely, right? But now Rockstar's kind of deviating from that again. And since the Money Fronts DLC launched, we did have a dedicated week for double money on each of those missions. Whether it was the car wash itself, we had a week of double money. We had double money on the Higgins Helitours helicopter business for a week, as well as the smoke on the water smoke shop. But besides that, every other event week hasn't really been that good with double money. And now this one with double money on the payphone hits, that's actually, it's one part of the agency that got buffed, so that's why I'm framing the video this way. But of course we have this cut commentary section where I wanted to make a full long form video on this, so let me know if you guys want to see me talk about this like in depth and in detail in scripted format, rather than me just going off the cuff with it. Me talking about, why GTA Online's dying, because I talked about why it feels dead right now, right? Now, here's my argument on why it's not truly dying. Of course, we have a massive global player base that's always going to spike with new DLCs. The casual players still log in regularly for, I would just say fun, not just the bonuses. This game still has tons of players. It's strange. GTA Online can feel really dead as a game if you're so sucked into the vortex of it. But you know, there's a reason that if you look up beginner guides on the games, or even my own, like just anecdotal evidence here, my own beginner's guides have 500,000 views, both for Red Dead and GTA. Like, there's a reason that they have so many views, right? I'm not even that massive of a channel either, of a YouTube channel, yet I can still pull in 500,000 views on these videos over the course of 6 months, and that's just because there's so many people buying copies of the game, and that's verified by the fact that Take-Two always boasts about the high sales for both Red Dead and GTA and stuff like that. So yeah, casual players still log in daily, you know, not just for the bonuses, but just for the love of the game. Rockstar also, you know, they can boost player numbers with the double and triple payouts on different heists and businesses, and that's why, you know, after a DLC comes out, they ride the coattails of that update and how good it is, and then when they see the player numbers dwindle, we'll see player numbers increase because they're going to add good money bonuses again, and we're getting to that point in the game. So be prepared very shortly to probably start getting some good bonuses, but this is definitely one of the longer drought periods where we've gone through without good bonuses, because typically by the end of the summer, like end of August, early September, we should start seeing some really solid money bonuses. So hopefully we see that very soon. And also just looking at Steam charts as well. Those dips don't really tell the whole story, right? Because we have console players that aren't, you know, factored into the Steam charts, of course. The casual crowd isn't really visible. It's just players on Steam, not even the Rockstar Game Launcher or Epic, just Steam players playing the GTA5.exe, right? Whether that's going to be enhanced or legacy. So those are kind of the reasons why it's not truly dying. Now we need to talk about what Rockstar really needs to do to keep things fresh. And what they really need to do to keep things fresh would be one, I mean, I have probably about 5 or 4 things to mention here. One, obviously, deliver fresh weekly updates. Give us some real variety. Not even just new content, obviously, but just different bonuses, dynamic events, different ways to approach missions. We don't even need a whole week of every single facet of one business on Double Money, right? Like, typically, like, say for this week we have payphone hits, but sometimes Rockstar will give us payphone hit bonuses and security contracts at the same time. Realistically, there should always be some type of NPC character in the game who gives contact mission bonuses for each week, whether it's Simeon, Lamar, you know, Trevor, Ron, you name it, right? Like any one of those guys, there should also be one adversary mode on bonus every single week, and then something from a business, or maybe a couple different businesses, right? So payphone hits from the agency, maybe 1 or 2 auto shop contracts, not even the whole business, right? But just, you know, they could give us more consistent and better bonuses without always just giving us something incredible. I feel like that's something that Rockstar never really does. They focus in on one specific business every single time, right? Where they center it around some massive theme versus like, yeah, just taking one string of missions from one business and putting that on bonus, and then taking another string from another business. Like that would be a fun way to split things up, because that would force the player base, you know, to take advantage of the businesses, to kind of jump around from each one instead of just focusing, you know, on grinding one business all week long. I feel like that's something we never see. Maybe, you know, Rockstar just doesn't feel like that's the right strategy, but just, you know, some idea to switch things up. Of course, scale back their super aggressive monetization with GTA Plus, where, you know, we used to get, or sometimes, like at first when GTA Plus released, the value wasn't even there to buy it and subscribe. And if they're going to offer some super premium service like that, there should be value, and you should actually have your $8 go somewhere, you know, instead of just spending it to spend it on nothing and get crap in return. But they shouldn't neglect the normal player base because of that, and that's what they're starting to do, which isn't good, right? If they're gonna give some sort of good GTA Plus bonus, well, it should be super, super good, right? Like quadruple money on the bunker. But then during that same week, make it double money on the bunker, so that way, yeah, the GTA Plus crowd gets 4 times money, the normal weekly update crowd gets 2 times money like they would normally get, and it's all copacetic right there. That would be also really... Oh, let me see if I can light those guys on fire. Are these guys not burning as well? Or this... There we go. Got that crate, and let's take out this one. I'll throw the Molotov right there. Perfect. So yeah, focus on some engagement over just shark cards and GTA Plus. That would be nice. You know, something we probably won't see in this game, but of course we may see in GTA 6 would be some world and map changes, better seasonal events, just meaningful limited time rewards. We get some limited time rewards in this game, but nothing that crazy. And that's something that we need as well. Like, you know, the limited time weekly rewards now, we get like, what, a hat or a piece of clothing and 100K for the weekly challenge. We need something better. The free prize ride vehicle is kind of nice, but they need to give us some better vehicles on that front as well. Obviously, specifically for the legacy version of the game, stronger anti-cheat and tools against griefing and hacking. Enhanced is a lot better, thankfully, but it's still, there is a long way to go. And just more transparency from Rockstar, more responsiveness to community feedback. We don't see that throughout the year. We only see that during major DLCs when we get a lot of, you know, world changes and patch notes that fix different things and kind of change the economy. And Rockstar does listen. Contrary to what, you know, a GTA doomer may think, Rockstar does listen when it comes to player feedback on, like, you know, how to improve the game over time, but we don't see that in the short term. We only see it when there's a new DLC, and Rockstar should constantly be changing up the meta of the game in between, and that's kind of what they do with weekly updates, but they could do way more. You know, when there's a broken vehicle, like the Coquette D5, that should have been nerfed with money fronts. It hasn't been nerfed yet. What's up with that? So, yes, in a word, is GTA Online dying? No. It's not dead, but as always, in between each major DLC that releases in the summer and the winter, it is struggling, and I think players just want Rockstar to focus on fun, not just monetization, and players are prematurely leaving the game, right? There hasn't really been anything super exciting, right? We haven't had special cargo crate bonuses since September of 2024. We haven't had auto shop bonuses. I mean, that's actually a current bonus with GTA Plus going on right now, I believe, or that may have just ended or is just ending or something like that, depending on the time you're watching this video. But for the normal player base getting double money and double RP on auto shop contracts and the tuner robbery contracts, well, that hasn't been since the end of November of 2024. We haven't had acid lab bonuses in a while. You know, we went through bunker, hangar, all that stuff earlier this spring. We're not going to get that until either end of this year or maybe even next year, right? Like, it just, the time keeps dragging on between the time we see a good money bonus and when we see it get put back into the game. But we always get like a bunch of junk, like an adversary mode bonus and something like that. And so we just need more stuff, better stuff, more consistently, I think. You know, I'm not someone who's asking for double money on Cayo Perico every single week, right? Like, I personally just do not care about that. This guy won't get in the car. I feel like I don't know exactly how I can get this guy in. It always seems glitched. It always seems, how do I get this guy in the car? You have to like pull up a certain way on him. Or maybe stand far enough away. Like, see, there we go. Yeah, you can't get right up on him. You need to get sort of a little bit further away, then it'll trigger him. So, okay, what do we need to do? Submerge him in the water. All right, let's get back to the river over here. I mean, I could just drive him to the beach. What's faster? If I drive to the beach or the river up here? I'm just gonna go to the beach. I'm gonna drive him right into the beach. The beach, the ocean. Jeez, I can't even, I'm not even speaking English today, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God. Oh, that's crazy. That's a bad accident right there. But yeah, just some light cut commentary work today. Figured, you know, have an actual discussion while we grind some payphone hits for bonus money, because I wanted to do another video on the payphone hits just to show how fast and easy you can complete these, while also giving you guys some extra entertainment, because I was like, well, I'm unsure if I want to make this an actual long-form scripted video, so let me know if you'd like to see, you know, more of my thoughts scripted out. That'll be a lot higher quality of a video, but just for now, I wanted to, you know, put something in a live gameplay for you guys just to give us some extra discussion for today, right? Because for those of you who don't really watch my GTA Online live streams, we talk about a whole bunch of stuff on there, right? You know, a lot of players wonder why I don't make certain videos or why I don't touch on certain topics. I probably do. I just probably talk about it, you know, in a live stream rather than make a full long-form video, because I have so many other videos and stuff that I want to, you know, kind of put out here on the channel. Ones that I know are going to do better, going to grow the channel more, stuff like that. Boom. He's been assassinated. We probably just need to leave the area, right? Oh, no. Hit complete. Perfect. Another 90K. I'm going to get going with more security contracts and car wash missions, but just wanted to bring this video, guys, to your faces today. So thank you guys so much for watching. We are going to be wrapping everything up right here, so thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Drop a like if you guys did go on to enjoy. Of course, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Check me out over on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram, specifically twitch.tv/hazardoushdtv for more GTA Online live streams. Of course, I upload daily YouTube shorts, TikToks, as well as Instagram Reels, so if you guys would like to get involved with that conversation over there and check out some short-form content, if you want some short-form leaks, guides, news, tutorials, updates, all that type of stuff, I have that over there. So again, thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic day. I'll see you guys in the next one. Adios, amigos.